I'm Andre Boulay for YoYoExpert, and we're moving on to the intermediate level of string tricks. So just want to say a few words about the importance of keeping the string dead center in the yo-yo when you start learning your string tricks, as well as the ability to adjust the yo-yo's spin once you actually have it on the string or in a string formation. So when you start learning string tricks that we're going to be jumping into here, there's a few things that are going to make a huge difference. The first is when you do have it landed on a string, the yo-yo gap itself is relatively narrow. The string is small enough, obviously, to fit right into it easily, but you do want to make sure that you keep the string dead center in the gap. Because the yo-yo is spinning, the string itself will slow it down anytime it hits that. You want to make sure that you're keeping the string dead center so that the yo-yo will just continue to spin as long as possible. If I throw a really strong throw and my string's kind of like off center and touching the yo-yo the whole time, it's just going to spin out extremely fast, and you're not going to be able to get through string tricks nearly as easily if you take the time to actually keep the string dead center as you're making your moves through the tricks. There is one other thing to also keep in mind too, is you can adjust the spin. So if you throw a trapeze, which is going to happen very often when you're first starting, and it comes and it's a little crooked, so it's going to kind of look like off center like this. You can actually take the string, and if you move it towards the direction that it's dipping down, so if it's tilting one way, if you move the string in that direction, it's actually going to readjust the spin of the yo-yo. Again, this is a very important aspect when you're starting to learn tricks, because if the yo-yo is off its axis, you're not going to be able to get through the entire trick without the yo-yo dying. So this is actually a pretty crucial thing to have a basic understanding of and to start practicing. You're not going to get it immediately, as it does take a lot of practice and it does take a really strong throw. Let me show you two from a front mount. So if I'm doing brain twister, again, the yo-yo is dipping towards that side. So I'm going to take my hand with the string, my throw hand, and readjust it just like so. Or if it's dipping this way, I'm going to take my hand and pull it that way and see how it readjusts. And even though the yo-yo is barely spinning at this point, it will continue to spin quite some time as long as I keep the string dead center.